Hello, welcome back. I'm Tonya from Tonya's Witchy Kitchen, and how are you doing today? So I've been working on a deodorant, and my daughter's been helping me test it. It's an emulsified deodorant, okay? Starting there. And like, she just feels she stinks all the time. Like, the tiniest little bit of BO at the end of the day, and she's like, stink. Okay, but anyway, so she's been helping me like test this, and she's like, there's not enough powders in there for absorption. And I'm like, okay. So she finally came over, and we were adding some more arrowroot, and she added a little bit of activated charcoal, a little too much, so then I had to go get mine, and then we just blended them in, because we're both very like no double dipping, right? I have a little spoon for mine, but whatever. Anyways, she's like, well, maybe we should add some baking soda to it. And I wasn't really thinking of what I had done to this product to start with, right? That it's emulsified. It's not just, oils and butters and whatever. Okay, so I'm like, sure, yeah, we'll add a little bit more baking soda to it and, go from there. Okay, so we're doing the mixing, process, and divvying it up between our two jars, and, there you go, okay? The next morning, mine had bubbled up and overflown. Mine was a plastic lid, so okay. Hers was a glass jar with the canning lid on. My grandson came and he told me, he goes, did Mom tell you how the deodorant blew up last night? Like, it popped the lid off. I'm like, oh, but I don't like it. I didn't mind the other one, the other way. I don't like this one. I feel there are just too many, maybe you can help me, too many powders, because when you put it on, it is smooth and creamy, but like you put it on and it just feels like nothing is absorbing. Like the oils are absorbing, but you have this like stuff, I don't know. I guess it's back to the drawing board with that one. I'll start back with the original, but add some different things. And yeah, maybe I'll show you what I'm doing later. But anyway, today we are doing another Valentine soap. This might be one of my favorites. There's a few that are my favorites, but this one was super fun. And I will give you 3 things. Be kind, be forgiving, be you. And let's go check out this next Valentine soap called Let's Whine About It. Okay, into our soap. Let's whine about it. I guess we're going to start with colors right off the bat. We are looking at Merlot Sparkle from Brambleberry. That's a beautiful color. Beautiful maroon color. And then there is Purple Rain, also by Brambleberry. I had Queen's Purple, and then I bought this one, and I do like this one. I like this one a lot. And next color is, I'm trying to look at where my colors are. So the really dark purple one down on the bottom is Vineyard, and then the other red is Ballet Slippers. That doesn't look like ballet slippers, does it? No. I'm like, is that really ballet slippers? That's what I have in my notes. Okay, adding the lye water and giving it a couple bursts here with my immersion blender. Or I'm just gonna mix it. Okay, let's talk about this fragrance oil. Let's Whine About It is actually called Whine About It from Wholesale Supplies Plus. This is a beautiful, sparkling, effervescent scent. The problem with it is you can only buy it in big batches now, like 25-pound drum or something. Yeah, if I could get my if I could just stick to, like, so many fragrances that it is it, sure, I'd take a 25-pound drum of this stuff. It's yummy. It is actually one of my favorite scents to use in almost anything, sugar scrubs and lotions, and I mean everything, soap. And the problem is I'm running out. Yeah, but well, I had bought it, and then they, like, took it off the, you can't buy it in 4 or 8 ounce bottles anymore, which really sucks because they tend to do that to a lot of the um, fragrance oils that I buy. I don't know. I guess there's not enough other people buying them. Maybe that's what the problem is. I don't know. I don't blame them. But anyway, then we have titanium dioxide also, just to brighten it up a little bit. Just because, okay, so the last time I bought olive oil, I decided to go with the organic extra virgin olive oil versus the grade A. And I will tell you, there are differences between going extra virgin organic olive oil and grade A olive oil. One of them has been the color of my batter. It's not as pretty white as it used to be, which, it's a concession to make. I mean, it's organic olive oil, right? So, what the heck, So it's there's pros and cons to both sides of that spectrum. For the soap pour, I was trying to keep it super fluid. I don't know why I was worried. I don't think it was setting up, like, accelerating, because I've done this, used this fragrance oil before and previously, and I didn't have any problems. So I'm going to blame it on my soap batter if it is accelerating. I'll show you a picture one of these days of my soap batter when it's, just because our house is so cold now in winter. But anyway, there are 2 ounces batter, 2 ounces of each color of that batter. Oh, it does look like belly slippers. Okay, I wasn't delusional. Belly slippers is the baby pink. Yeah. And then that beautiful middle dark color is Vineyard from Mad Micah's also. So what I wanted to do was laid those colors on top, and then take a hanger swirl to drag them down into the white. Yep. That is the plan. Very small, tiny increments up and down. As small and tiny as I can get. And then, back and forth. The middle section, of course, that like 2-3 inches is going to get extra hanger adjustment. Just because I haven't made a hanger for this mold yet. That is for my 2-pound mold. But snowflake mica on top, eco glitter on top, and left it as that. Well, with some swirlage. Yeah, you gotta do the swirls. You gotta do something right on top. But those colors are absolutely beautiful. They definitely pair well and definitely scream whine about it to me. Let's give myself a pat on the back for color choices. Okay, here it is a few days later. It looks like it got hot. Yeah, I'm going to have to do less seed poppage because those look like they got warm. You see the little bubbles, but the top is absolutely gorgeous. And I can't say enough about this scent. It's a beautiful, if you like the effervescent, fruity scents, this is one of my favorites. But yeah, back to the deodorant from the intro. She hasn't complained to me since we changed it up. And like I said, I was having problems with it. But then I realized that if I don't, if my arm, you get out of the shower and you just towel off really quick because you're in a hurry, if my armpits are wet and I put it on, I have no problems, meaning there probably is too many powders in there. But it actually works really well. Or just take, put a little on your finger and stick it under the faucet and use it that way. But I still got some testing to do because, it's not ready just to be thrown out into the world and shown. So, and shared with all you. So, but it's fun to critique things, but it's not fun to go back and when you have something perfected and it goes all wonky because you want to improve it. But these are cute. They're super cute. So the middle ones, like you're starting to see here, definitely have more of the pull down color than the first ones. So probably could have done another set of hanger swirls to it. But here are the fragrance notes to these super cute yummy bars. Here are the bars right after I cut them. Very pretty. And here are the bars when they are totally cured. I love it. And as always, I hope you had a good time. Thank you for dropping by, and I will see you next time. And God bless.